Watching this most unusual and important race for the White House at the finish line, votes being counted, polls starting to close, and our special coverage starts right now.
This is an ABC News special. The time is now. The day is here.
It's a choice between a Trump super recovery and a Biden depression.
I'm running as a proud Democrat, but I will govern as an American president.
Live from New York City and across the country, Election Night 2020. Now reporting, Chief Anchor George Stephanopoulos.
Welcome to what may be a long election night, capping a very long election year. We have never lived through a campaign quite like this. A campaign defined by a raging pandemic that has claimed more than 230,000 American lives, caused economic upheaval costing nearly 20 million Americans their jobs, amid racial unrest, protests in the streets of America's cities. It is an anxious, unsettling time. And through it all, America is voting like never before. When the polls opened this morning, more than 100 million of us had already cast our ballots, an astonishing display of citizenship. For the first time ever, more Americans vote before Election Day than on the day itself. As you can see, people are still voting in much of the country. The lines have been long all through the day. The process has been mostly peaceful, and when all the ballots are counted, more than 150 million Americans will have voted, shattering all previous records. You all know the stakes are high. We do too. I'm here with our political team at ABC Election Headquarters. We have correspondents staked out across the country, at the White House with the President, in Delaware with Joe Biden, and at ABC's Ballot Watch station, where our legal team is focused on what's happening as the final votes are cast and the first ballots are counted. Now, that counting could take some time this year, and that is okay. Not knowing the outcome tonight does not mean the process is broken. It does not mean the election is unfair. What's most important is that every citizen who casts a valid vote gets that vote counted, however long it takes. We're committed to being with you every step of the way. We'll tell you what we know, what we don't know. Straightforward reporting, fact-based analysis on the most consequential election of our lives. The polls have just closed in 6 states. Here's what we know right now. We cannot project any states right now. In the state of Indiana, the vote just coming in. Vote coming in also in the state of Georgia. That has become a battleground in recent days. Donald Trump won it 4 years ago. It is a tight race right now. The state of Virginia has been trending blue over the last 3 presidential elections. We do not have enough votes to project that right now. State of South Carolina, a red state, home of Lindsey Graham, close ally of President Trump in the Senate again. We cannot project that state yet, nor can we project the state of Kentucky, home of the Senate Republican leader, Mitch McConnell, or the state of Vermont, strong Democratic state, of course, home to Bernie Sanders. Joe Biden beat him in the primaries. We cannot call it yet. We do have information coming in from exit polls of our voters. David, you're here with that.
And we should point out, George, tonight that as we make our way through the night, that these are exit polls, but we might want to call them voter polls this year because they're exits from today, people in line today.